We've all seen them, right? Those posts online. Someone sipping champagne in a first-class seat telling you their $10,000 trip was completely free, all thanks to credit card points. It really feels like they've cracked the code. But what if I told you that free flight actually cost you $4,000? Let's pull back the curtain and find out the real price of free.
Man, this image just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? You get handed this free ticket, and you feel like you're winning this game against the big banks. But are you? Or are you just being distracted while your actual money goes up in flames? Today, we're going to audit this whole travel hack thing and see the real hard math behind the Points Mirage.
Okay, so first up, let's deconstruct how this illusion is even built. Because it is built from the ground up to be incredibly seductive, to make you focus on the tiny little prize while you completely ignore the massive cost.
Now, what's really wild is the sheer scale of this. Banks aren't just giving away a few freebies out of the goodness of their hearts. They are investing billions of dollars into these programs. And why would they do that? Well, it's because they are absolute masters of behavioral economics. They know our brains are hardwired to chase rewards. So they dangle that shiny 2% cash back, and our reward-seeking brain just lights up, completely ignoring the 24% interest rate trap that's hiding in the fine print.
All right, let's make this personal for a second. And I'm serious, pause this if you need to. I want you to open your banking app right now, find your last credit card statement, and hunt for that one little line item, interest charged. Go ahead. What's the number you see?
So, what'd you find? If that number you're staring at is anything other than a big fat zero, then the points you earned weren't a bonus. They weren't free. They came with a very, very real price tag. And as we're about to find out, it's a price that costs way more than you think.
So, how does this trap actually snap shut? Well, it's a pretty powerful combination of some basic psychology and some simple but really brutal math.
Okay, here's the fundamental problem, the total mismatch. Our brains think in simple, linear terms. I spend $1, I get 2 points. It feels like a simple, straightforward gain. But debt? Oh, debt doesn't play by those rules. It's geometric. It's an exponential engine, quietly compounding 24/7 in the background, and its only job is to shred your net worth.
And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? I mean, just look at the difference in scale here. You're over there fighting tooth and nail for a tiny 2% win, while the bank is just quietly raking in a 24% return on any balance you happen to carry. It is, and I mean this literally, like bringing a water pistol to a naval battle. The system is not designed for you to win. It's designed for you to feel like you're winning.
You know, even Einstein weighed in on this one, and when you carry a balance on your card to chase a few points, you are firmly on the paying it side of this eighth wonder. You are paying the bank for the privilege of getting a tiny, tiny fraction of your own money back.
But believe it or not, the interest rate is just the most obvious part of the price. There are other hidden costs that make this whole game even more lopsided.
You gotta hear this. Inside the banking industry, they have a name for this, breakage. And it's not some accident, it's their entire business model. They are actively betting that the promise of points will make you overspend to hit a bonus, or maybe carry a balance for just one more month. They are more than happy to trade you a coconut for your entire farm.
And then we have to talk about the cost of your time, the one thing you can never get back. Look at this breakdown. If you spend 20 hours a month hunting down award seats and jumping through hoops just to save $200, you haven't hacked anything. You've just given yourself a part-time administrative job that pays you $10 an hour. Is that really what your time is worth?
Okay, it's time to do the math, the devastating calculation. We've talked about the interest, we've talked about the time, so what is the real long-term opportunity cost of that so-called free flight?
It all starts right here. For many Americans who are playing this points game, they end up paying around $4,000 a year in credit card interests. That money just vanishes. It's the leak in your financial boat.
But let's imagine a different scenario. What if that money didn't just vanish? What if instead of paying it to a bank, you had put that same $4,000 every single year into a simple, boring S&P 500 index fund?
And here it is. This is the gut punch. Over 20 years, that leaked money becomes nearly $200,000. That free flight didn't just cost you $4,000. It cost you a huge piece of your future security. You traded a weekend in a nice hotel for potentially paying off your house in your 60s.
Okay, that was the bad news. A lot of bad news. But here's the good news. You can reverse this. You can turn the ship around.
And it's not a hack. It's a simple, powerful system to stop the financial leak for good. Here you go, the Freedom Workflow. 3 dead simple steps. First, close the leak. If you have a balance, stop using the card. Paying off 24% interest debt gives you a guaranteed 24% return on your money. You can't beat that anywhere. Second, unbundle your life. Use a debit card for your daily spending and set up automated transfers for your savings. Make it automatic. And third, invest the difference. Take all that money you were giving to the bank and start paying yourself first.
Because at the end of the day, the real goal isn't to be a good customer for a bank by playing their game. As this slide says, true freedom isn't that first-class seat. It's owning your own capital, so you never have to play their games again. It's about building a foundation so strong that you don't need to chase the 2% cheese because you're no longer stuck in their 24% trap.